Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Slamet and I'm making this video to accomplish the final assignment of interpersonal speaking. So today I have watched an English debate video on YouTube. It's a debate from South Korean high school students. So first I'd like to talk about the way of the debate. So it was a debate using British parliamentary system. There were four teams. The first team, or opening government, consisted of students from Incheon International High School, and then the second team, opening opposition, consisted of students from Yingjae High School, and then the third team, closing government, consisted of students from Seongnam Foreign High School, and then the last team, or closing opposition, consisted of Hana Academy Seoul students. And then hosted by a woman, this debate has three judges. The first judge was a South Korean expert, and then the second one was an English literature professor, a native English, and then the third judge was a Japanese, a former debate winner. Okay, and then in this debate there were also 50 audience members that should give agreement or disagreement after every speaker's speech by giving a sign, like turning off their green light if they agreed with the speakers, and leaving it off if they disagreed. Okay, that's about the other way of the debate. Now I'll tell you about the motion of the debate. So the motion of the debate was: this house believes that the government should provide a universal basic income. So the concept of universal basic income, or UBI, is a fixed cash granted to every citizen regardless of their employment status or wealth. Okay, that's about the motion. Now we'll talk about the arguments given by all speakers. So the first speaker, or Prime Minister, supporting the motion, of course, she gave two arguments. The first argument, that universal basic income will reduce the economic gap between the rich and the poor. And then her second argument, that universal basic income will stimulate additional economic activities, such as the increasement of small business. And then the second speaker, leader of opposition, she disagreed with the motion, gave two arguments as well. The first is that universal basic income will result less incentive work, or people will get lazy after they are given the cash freely by the government. And then her second argument, that universal basic income won't be the fundamental solution for the economic inequality. And then the third speaker, our Deputy Prime Minister, she supported the motion, given arguments. The first, that universal basic income will provide a foundation for the poor. So yeah, with universal basic income, poor people will get the cash, and then they can use it to help the sustainability of their life. And then her second argument that universal basic income will minimize the budget for social security. So yeah, people don't have to worry anymore about the security, the fund for security after they have been given the cash from the government. And then the fourth speaker or deputy leader of opposition, uh, she disagreed with the motion by giving an argument that universal basic income is too small to bring a significant change to the social structure. So yeah, because the amount of the money of the cash in this universal basic income proposed was only about 1 million Korean won. So if divided into 12 months, this kind of money, this amount of money would not likely would not really help significantly for the people economic. And then the fifth speaker or member of government supporting the motion, she gave an argument that a universal basic income will improve the quality of life of the poor people. So yeah, with this universal basic income given by the government, poor people will be able to enjoy things that uh, only rich people could enjoy all this time. For example, like maybe like delicious foods, decent clothes, and then proper vacation, something like that. And then the sixth speaker or the member of opposition uh, disagree with disagreed with the motion by giving an argument that government should focus more on fulfilling specific individual needs instead of providing universal basic income for for a better purpose. This individual specific needs, these specific individual needs, for example, are education rights, and then food subsidies, and then housing or clothes. Okay, and then the seventh speaker or the government whip supporting the motion, he gave an argument that universal basic income should be provided in order to prevent discrimination. So yeah, with this cash given universally for every citizens, there won't be like envy or maybe like people feel like they are being stepped on by the government. And then the last speaker or the opposition whip uh, disagreed with the motion. He gave two arguments. The first is that universal basic income will result nothing because the actual example that had happened in Greece and North Korea and then Soviet Union. These three countries in Greece, the result was like nothing, while in North Korea and Soviet Union, in fact, the nation, these countries were in chaos after the giving away of this universal basic income. And then he also gave argument that universal basic income will cut other forms of existing social security funding. Okay, that's every speaker's arguments about the motion. whether they agree or disagree with the motion. And then I'd like to talk about the good things and the bad things from the debate. So I think there was no bad things about the debate. I only found good things instead, because first, it was so amazing since the debaters were Korean high school students. They are only high school students, and English isn't even their mother tongue, but they bring the debates almost perfectly with fluent English, and also they for high school students, I'm sorry, they really have insights in a political topic. And then from watching the debate, it also motivated me to learn hard, because by watching them I finally realized about how poor my English is compared to them. So yeah, it was really a great debate that like slapped me in the face for like comparing me to them. Okay, that is it. And then the final review is that what things that can make the debate better. So yeah, after watching the debate, I agree with the judge advice that the debaters should maintain the balance between giving examples after the arguments, between giving examples and reasoning. So yeah, it is good to give like actual examples or data, but giving logical reasonings will also bring or elevate the debate into a better dimension. And then maybe the debaters gave the arguments about the motion from three perspectives, if as I remember, it's like social perspective, sociological perspective, and then economical perspective, and also humanitarian perspective. I think the debates or the arguments will be more strong or like rich in argument if they add more perspective to build their arguments. Well, that's my review about the debate that I have watched, and I'm also sharing the link if you want to watch the debate also. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.